Tennessee Titans hit the road after snapping their 3-game losing streak.
On the field, intercepted. The second for Amani Hooker ends the ball game.
They are in la-la land to take on the Chargers, whose defense is la-la-la-la-lovely.
Winston's pass deflected. It is caught by Chubb, and they lose yardage, and it's a turnover on down.
Tennessee meet the #1 scoring defense in the NFL. Chargers D is a beast. Lived up to their rep versus Cleveland last week, held them to 10 points.
Winston fires. Was that picked? Yes, it was.
Strength of that defense, their Nicky-like back end. Secondary picked off Jameis Winston 3 times a week ago, held him to a low 50s rate, just 5.1 yards per attempt. They're now first in the NFL in rating allowed.
Winston slinging it near side, batted up in the air and intercepted.
They're stacked back there, man. They set their sights on Mason Rudolph next. 240 yards last week, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, a low 90s rate. Maybe the best Tennessee's passing attack has looked this season.
Mason Rudolph, enough time to scan and throw. End zone touchdown.
2 pass catchers stood out for Tennessee versus New England. Calvin Ridley, 5 catches, 70-plus yards.
Here comes just the curl right there by Ridley inside, giving the quarterback a big target.
Nick Westbrook-Akine, 50 yards and a TD.
End zone touchdown. Westbrook-Akine.
Rudolph only sacked once by New England on 33 pass attempts, pressured over 40% of the time, though. Their QBs have faced pressure 43% of the time this season, no team worse.
Pressure coming, he swarmed under. Dietrich Wise Jr. with the sack.
That's trouble being LA's pass rush. Bagged Winston 6 times, hit him 9. Tui Pelotu, 2.5 sacks. Khalil Mack with 1, Morgan Fox with 2.
Winston, here they come. Winston going backwards. Morgan Fox.
And tack on some good run D while we're at it. Chargers held Nick Chubb to 39 yards, just 2.6 a carry. Tony Pollard up next, comes in off a 128-yard, 4.6 a run outing.
Tony Pollard in space, a lot of space, inside the 10.
Tennessee won last week, put up 20 points, so still lots of room for growth. LA's offense saw some of that last week, 27 points versus the Browns on the road, 25 points plus back-to-back games. That correlates to Justin Herbert throwing more, 280-plus yards week 9, a nice fat 10-plus yards per attempt, 2 TDs, no picks, a rating over 125.
Herbert wide open is Johnston, and he is in. Touchdown!
Herbert now with 275-plus passing yards 3 games in a row. Tennessee's secondary he encounters held Drake May to 206 yards, just 5 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown, picked him off twice, a sub-70 rate.
May scanning and throwing, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tennessee's Amani Hooker.
Titans on the year, 91.5 rating allowed to quarterbacks, average territory. They're holding wideouts to an 80.8 rate, though, and that's primarily who they'll battle in this one. Quentin Johnston scored last week, 118 yards.
And Herbert, cash money for the Chargers, 66-yard strike.
Ladd McConkey, 64 yards versus Cleveland.
Slinging it over the middle, complete. Another first down. Ladd McConkey.
And Joshua Palmer, a touchdown and 63 yards.
Near side, wide open. It's Palmer.
Running back J.K. Dobbins with 20 receiving yards in their win, 85 rush yards, 2 scores, 6.1 a run.
Dobbins bounces to the edge, and it's Dobbins in. Touchdown.
Titans didn't have trouble with New England's running backs. I mean, other than letting them score twice, but they held Ramondre Stevenson to 1.6 a carry, just 16 rushing yards. They're the 4th toughest team for a back to run on.
He has been a problem, and he's a problem right there. Antonio Gibson got a face full.
They did give up 95 rush yards to May in case Herbs wants to take the love bug for a spin. Chargers lead the Titans/Oilers 29-19-1, 3 playoff meetings. The most recent, 1979, San Diego versus Houston. Dan Fouts, 330-plus yards but no touchdowns. Oilers held them to 14 points. Offense put up 17 to advance to the conference championship.
I said before the game we were short on manpower, but we were long on guts, and I'm damn sure right.